Hello, everyone. This is Barbara Iris Elsu, Parental World Knowledge. They did a speed test, and my computer, unfortunately, is the thing not compatible to keep up with their faster business speed. It's under 40. And we checked my son's, it's fine, but I can't get access because he's doing building downstairs. And he has the couch, so I'd have to hop over, which I can't hop over. If I could, I would. But it's like he has it right next to where his computer is. So I'm at this point, I know he needs to use his computer and I need to use my computer. He has, a lot of work that's coming in because he has to do his designs for the home. His also his architect business. So, we're doing the best we can. We couldn't find a computer for me that's on sale. Everything that he bought, unfortunately, the store sold him wrong. So we're just waiting to see if there's one on sale. I did apply for the big game, and it's in Toot. It's big game, and they did it last year, and maybe prior years, but I just entered last year. I heard about it, and I'm trying to do this big game. It's also with QuickBooks. Intuit has QuickBooks, and it's a fantastic company. And I would really, truly love if I could, win this event. So please, on all social media, vote for our company, Parental World Knowledge. You can go on Twitter, LinkedIn, and Facebook, and please cast a vote for our company. You could do it daily, once daily, for each of those social medias. And I thank you for that. And I keep entering all the contests. I entered the first one they had. It was asking you what would you do if you win the big game, and then I did the second one for the milestone, and then how can you measure a milestone? I just put that out there too. So I'm trying to keep up with everything that's going on, and doing my best considering everything. I got my house under construction. I have to be fighting, trying to get the insurance companies to do what they have to, and running a nonprofit. I'm the instructor for this show, Artist Barbara Elsu Fine Art Studio. I'm the president. And then I run, Parental World Knowledge. So I'm doing my best. And so I kept up with their contest and still in the running. And I thank you if you are casting your votes. And I greatly appreciate it. And just don't forget, every time you do, I say miraculous healing prayer for you or any family member or friend. So please keep casting those votes. I also just sold another ticket for Shop for a Cause for Macy's, and it was my next door neighbor, and he was thrilled. He says, all it costs, only $5 donation. The 25% off anything on it. This will Oh, we froze. Okay. This is why I couldn't even get on. Now I don't think you can see it. Oh, here. There you go. There's another bracelet. I've showed that before. And, I just love these bracelets. I wear them daily. I'm just crazy about this one. It looks like a koala bear. I love it. I just love it. So at any rate, you might also win $500 from Macy's. August 29th, you don't have to be present, but you do have to turn your ticket in the day of the event. And they will contact you if you're not able to be present. But to be present is a great thing because you can get 25% off even most sale items in the store. And, to get like even designer items that are on sale, quite a bit of them would be 25% off. So this is really a great deal. That's the best you can get for, discounts. They're doing it for charities. And the fact that you might win that $500, you have to turn this in and put it in your ballot box the day of the event, but keep your coupon. So please give us a call, 973-736-1637. You come get your lesson, come get your ticket, come get your jewelry. Don't wait till it's all gone. We have beautiful antique pieces of jewelry. And, there's other things, besides the bracelets. I have earrings, I have pins, so please don't wait. Don't put it off and give us a call. Alrighty. I'm so happy to hear that. And this is the back of it. That was the front. He loves, bugs, and this, when he was a kid, he just ladybugs and fireflies. And then he liked Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. He was just a little boy there, took a picture. You can see it's getting in closer now, the camera. And then that was at camp, the one on top. And, they just and things of that nature. So what you do is you need to get a scrapbook. This isn't expensive. I got this, and you just need to have cards that you can cut up. That's a card. And look, it had little baby shoes. Isn't that cute? And this says gingham. I love it for a boy. And then you have stickers just by, in a dollar store. I got a roll of stickers. I even got an entire book just for $1. So, check out your dollar stores. Not every store is going to have it that cheap. You have to look around. And then I had the letters and numbers on a sheet. It was only $1. So, you have to look around. And, you cut out the pictures if they're too big and fit it in the book. Now, this is great because it has lines. See, some of them, if you can get it with lines, and if you can see that there are lines there, so you can just write across, and which I have done. I mean, I've been putting, my description and everything. So this is what you need to do. I also put, other things here. See, I didn't write this one. I put the letters that I mentioned and number. See, so grandma and grandpa, that's great. You put it on the side. You can put the writing. See, I have like mom here, because that's great because you have the lines. See how it makes it uniform and beautiful that you can put words in. And I just love to, you have colorful pictures. Pick the best ones to put in this book, really beautiful colors. The colors are great. My son was doing puppets at that time, and I put friends, and you put the stickers, the favorite things that the kids love. And he did love Mickey Mouse. He always did from a baby, and even a little bit older. There he was just a little boy when he was doing that reading lesson. He was just in the first grade. He was 5 years old only, but he was already able to instruct with reading. We have also some, camp pictures is great to do. And in fact, I have some frames I'm going to cut up. They have, like, I love this because, see, you have like pictures that were in a frame, a paper frame, and you could now just cut this part out, and that looks really colorful to have on a page for camp, because I do have a lot of camp pictures. And I love this one too. They had a flag. If you don't have a kid that goes to camp, I mean, what you could do is, if you have a flag, put it in the back and have it against something so that your child could stand in front, and it looks so wonderful, a picture with a big flag. I just love these pictures. And this was at a party, and I cut the card. This was, the picture was in a frame, and I cut out part of the frame, and I put it the way I wanted. It was actually reversed. This was on top, but I liked it better where my father and my son were right on top. They're the stars. I wanted that up there. I didn't want those guys. They're not the stars. These are the stars. So I put it up there. I switched it. You can do what you want. And I still got the star. See the stars around my son. And since I cut it out, I put a little portion of the star here because they are stars too. But I wanted to put my son up there and my father. And so you use your imagination and do, your thing. I just really love these cutouts with the cards. I'm going to definitely cut this out now. I want to put it on the page. And you need a good scissor. I got this from the dollar store. And some scissor for $1. That's incredible. You really have to shop at a dollar store and see what you can get. And I found some pictures I'm going to put in my book. I am so thrilled. Look at this at Yankee Stadium. I found some more for my son, in my book. I have, my book that I started, and I showed everybody, but I'll show you again after I want to just cut this out. I'm so excited. My son is excited. He, didn't see all these pictures that were in my finding all these pictures. We're so thrilled that we have these pictures. We're not thrilled about my dad being gone. I'd rather have him, of course, than these pictures, but he was looking at them in his room. And he never told me I had so many tons of pictures. Well, I have to go through them. I don't know, what's here, what's there, but I'll go through these pictures little by little. I wish to be more organized, that I knew what they were, but I don't even know. I've got just a stack, and I just got to keep going through. It's taken me longer. I had all my other pictures in books, in the drawers, in one place in my cabinet. And that's a good place to put it. I have a china closet, and I have drawers, and I had them all there. So, and then I put them in books so that they didn't get ruined. And this looks so nice, see? So you can put that in your book. There's so many great things you can get for free. This I didn't have to pay for. This picture was free. And you see, and I could even utilize some of these frames if I want. See, I could even cut this out. You see, that's nice, that little gray border here. So if you want to have that, you can also cut that out. It's a great thing to have these paper frames. See, you don't have to pay for letters and numbers. If you're not great at labeling, I would suggest you do that, to buy some of the number and letter pages. So it's so fantastic what you can do with a lot of free stuff. If you have buttons and ribbons, if you have leaf free, you know, those permanent magic markers, you can do writing instead of buying all the stickers. You can use that if you're good at printing. And if you're not good at printing, I suggested earlier in another show that you can use a book. Get a book that shows you calligraphy. Okay, and I'm going to do some printing too today. I hope my computer doesn't go off and on constantly. I was going to do it the other day, and the computer didn't stop going off and on. And I called Comcast, as I said earlier, and I, asked them what's happening. And they said, well, it could be just your computer. And that's what it is, because it's not my son's. My son has a higher quality one, but I can't get access because, like I said, he's doing the construction on the house and he needs to use it. And he needs to, have it down there so he has always access to it. And he's getting a lot of work, which I'm very happy to. Besides, he works full time as a junior architect. He gets a lot of other work. But this is great because now I have a good frame and I can put this around something if I want it. It looks better sometimes you have your pictures with a little frame around it. So don't throw out your picture paper frames, don't throw out your cards. Keep it in a box like I have. I have this huge box and I can put my pictures and my things in, see? So that's what you need to have. You have to have a box that you can keep your supplies in and always have it handy. And you could use even scraps of material. I have, I found some great material. It has like a little, you could see roses on it. I mean, you could use, so many different things. If you wanted to put a little thing in the background with your pictures, you could put your picture on that. Make it interesting. And that's why they call it a scrapbook, taking scraps. And I like this too. My son likes bike riding, and look, it was a bookmark, and I could put that in. That looks so cool. You see that? It has his picture on top. I don't know if you can see because the camera is not very good. There, maybe over there you see it better. There's his picture. He's at camp again. And then they have the bike and all the bikes. And, he was in charge of the bikes when he was a little boy. When he 11 years old, and they put him in charge, assistant bike counselor. He's like, what? Assistant bike counselor? And he's in charge of all these little children and then older children. And I'm going, oh my gosh, that's a responsibility. I said, I know my son is a very responsible person. And he was good, hands-on, fixing all the bikes. He made sure every single bike was checked. He was such an avid, reader and things and rider. And he liked to keep his equipment, that it was oiled and everything else, and made sure the chains were good and everything was riding smoothly. And I gave him the best. He had the best mountain bike, so he knew everything about the bikes. He had the best bike, so he knew about these best bikes that they had, the mountain bikes. And it's a big responsibility for a 11-year-old. And one day they call me up from the camp, and I thought I was going to have a heart attack. They said they're going to give him the key, and that the regular bike counselor is not going to be there that day. And so they just wanted to let me know that to make sure he's taking home the key, to make sure he brings it the next day. And if they could be putting him in charge, I don't see why they had to remind me about the key. He knew to bring the key, and he had no problem. I didn't even have to remind him. I saw him, he had the key with him before he went for his bus. And incredible, he made sure that every child was safe. And there was a big group at his camp, 150 kids. And not one, he made sure every bike was safe, the kids were safe. I couldn't believe it. But this is the picture of him when he was doing all this. It's like, oh gosh, 11-year-old kid in charge of everybody. So I definitely want to put that in. And I have the name, the camp, and he was incredible. There wasn't another camper like this. I doubt another 11-year-old could do what he did. He always was like this. He was responsible. He never, took off from camp. He went every day. Just incredible. Working, he showed up his responsibilities, and he was, on time. So I'm going to put this in here, and I'm going to put this, and I like that on the page. I'm going to put on top the camp, and then I'm going to put my my son's picture with the bikes, because he was in charge of all that, and I was thrilled. And I think I'm going to write on there, he was assistant counselor. And I'm going to write on the side. So I'm just going to glue that in. And you need a good glue stick, or at least Elmer's glue, which we do have. And that's not very costly. But make sure you have a good sticking glue, because not all glue sticks are good. Like I said, the Elmer's I know has always been reliable, but I can't guarantee everything else has been, some of the products that are out there, they say they stick, they're not the best. Always shake your glue. Unless it's a glue stick, you don't have to shake it, but if it's a, bottle of glue. And don't put too much glue on. You could always add more. You can put it on the sides later, So. But this is a true story. But I still was a little a little shocked that they were going to leave him totally in charge. And, you know, it just, that's a big responsibility. He did it to perfection. Every bike he made sure he fixed. He wouldn't go up the mountain until every bike was checked. And he knew that much, how to fix them. Unbelievable at age 11. Well, it goes to show you, don't underestimate your child. You know, I never did. I always was behind him, but it just, I didn't want him, I wanted him to enjoy camp. I didn't want him to have to go through, um, you know, even though he's getting tips and different things by helping at the camp. I didn't care about that. I cared about, you know, I wanted him to have a good time. But he did. He didn't, the pressure didn't get to him. No, he just bought a new bike. He got it on sale. It was an incredible bike, mountain bike. And so for $150, brand new mountain bike. It's a beautiful bike. Well, people out there, please, if you're doing your bikes, kids, put on the helmets. You know, you have to be 18 or more to watch this show, but, you know, just tell your kids, put on the helmets, adults. Please. Put a little more. And then I'll put it on there. It's better to put a little less, so I'm not going to put too much. If I need to put more, I'll put more on later. I like this. And I would line it up. I have it lined up with the bookmark. I'm bringing it up to the page on top. And I like this a lot. Brings back the memories of that camp. I'll never forget. How could you? Parent getting a call that your son has to bring the keys back for the camp. I'm going, oh my gosh. I had no idea they hired him at 11. That was something. Big surprise. And I knew he could handle it. The only thing is I worried that he would a little bit, just a little bit, that he would let it, you know, the pressure would get to him at 11. And I didn't want him to, you know, he was enjoying camp as a kid. So I didn't want it to take the joy out of that. That's the only thing I worried about. I didn't worry that he would do anything incorrectly. That I knew he was responsible. But I just was worried, would it be too much pressure for someone that age to have to 150 kids and that you had to make sure all the bikes were okay and they had to go up and down a mountain that was pretty steep. So you had to watch all the kids, fix all the bikes. And that's the only thing in my mind that bothered me. Excellent, excellent camp. It's for all nationalities. Everybody is welcome. Great bunch of kids, great bunch of counselors. I never had any problems. I never had, the kids were well behaved. Counselors were excellent. So kind, so wonderful. Now, when you do the printing, you could do, a script or you could do like a picket fence, and I add the picket fence. And see, you could print if you want, like you break up the letters so it looks like a picket fence. That's kind of cute. Or you can just do a script. If you just want to do handwriting, that's great too. So I'm going to write, he was the camp assistant counselor. So we have camp, it says camp already. So I'm just going to say assistant counselor. And I would skip a letter, like don't put it right. I wouldn't put it exactly, next to each other. I would skip a little space because I think I can fit it all. I just want to see. And I'll do the assistant, the S. A is capitalized. I'll do the S small. So I'm doing the fence ones. That's why it's taking me so long. Do like a picket fence, broken up. Okay. I'm going to have to do a T. I'm getting there. So now I have assistant. So I did the fence, the picket fence, assistant, and then I'm going to say on the other side, assistant, and counselor. I put the C capitalized again, like the picket fence. And I like that. I like it a lot. It's different. Because obviously there is a fence around where the bikes were, so no one could come in and steal them. They were nice mountain bikes. More importantly, not to bother the kids. And I like that. So great. See, you put your like a picket fence around your picture, and I have the title up here, what it is, camp counselor. So youth assistant counselor. So, there's the camp assistant counselor. And I am so proud what he did. And I'm glad I have a picture of that. They took such nice pictures there for free for us. And they had great food. My gosh, they had a banquet. I ate up there. One time they invited the parents. We do it every year, once a year. And boy, they have everything under the sun. Corn on the cob. They have hamburgers that are grilled and not greasy. They're really good quality meat. All pure beef hot dogs, not the crummy ones, not the fatty ones. And they, really cater to the kids. They have vegetables and salad, and even give you very good healthy ices, Italian ices. And so they really have a wonderful chef, and it's just excellent there. I couldn't be happier with the kind of camp it was. So, and let's see if I have any other stickers I want to put, like maybe a happy face or something. Got a whole bunch of things here. This I got for $1. I got really lucky. So it's a whole big book of them. I just wanted to see if I had something that would be for. We have a ball, because that's good. You have a ball at camp, that's for sure. I think I like that, a beach ball. And they definitely had every sport, and catching balls, and baseball, soccer, you name it, they had it. That's great for camp. You're having a ball. He surely was having a ball. Sent him every year from the time he was a little boy, just a few years old, to as a grown adult. So, if you can, I saved up every year to make sure I put my son in camp, whatever money I could set aside. And if you can't afford it, they even work with you with doing a scholarship. I hope that you're able to get that if you need it. If you need. And they let the kids work there too, if they're definitely responsible enough. Seeing what other ones I have. These are great sticker books. Now one more page, boy. Let's see what we've got here. Well, I've got some like a peppermint candy, and sometimes they would give as a reward, a little bit of healthy candy. A peppermint is a good candy. So I think I'll put one. Boy, these really are stuck on here, but you have to bend it a little. You have to bend the book just to get it off. Okay, I'm going to put it right on top because the other one's right there. And leave a little border. That's great. Okay, so now we've got some stickers there. Anything else? Okay, that's it. I had a flower too I would have put, but there's not enough room on that page. It's nice. Another thing I did buy, and I didn't mention in this show, but I mentioned before, tags are great. You can write on these tags too. And, you know, I bought white. You can, you know, if you have any tags in your house from sale things or from your luggage, sometimes you have these tags. And if not, you can go into an art store. They do have these tags for the scrapbooking. It's great. And this was a book of stickers, but I used all the stickers, but I kept the out part of the cardboard that the stickers were in. I like that. The heart, it's like a rainbow heart, and that looks great. I might want to put one of these. So you see, keep things, even the cardboards from your stickers. That can work too. I don't waste any of my. It's so cute. It's a balloon that it's a little teeny heart with a rainbow. How cute can that be? And it's cardboard, so that's good. That can stick on. Nice flat cardboard. So I would cut around it. Around it and then cut it. Yeah, I'm a real official scrapbooker. I saved everything. There isn't a thing that I don't save. That's what it's called, scrapbooking. You save all scraps. Oh, that is so cute. I got the little heart that I wanted. See, it's tiny, and it wasn't easy to cut, so I had to cut it. But you can see the heart. It's a rainbow heart. So cut the cardboard around, and then you can just do it. And then just put a drop of glue because there's not much there. Now my page is complete because it was something. Oh, that is great. Perfect. So don't worry about rushing through this. Most important thing, put your pictures in. Get them in. You can always, build around the picture with different things. So center your picture in your album. Up, crinkled. You don't want them mold. So, and a good thing to have is I ran out of my wipes. I had a lot of wipes, but I was using them everywhere. Cleaning up as they're doing the construction. I'm cleaning here, cleaning there. So I don't have any more wipes right now. But it's good to have a little box of wipes to try to get the glue off your hands. But I want to show you now. This looks really nice. See? I got my little heart on the bottom. So I get the things that I wanted. So I have it, totally the way I want my scrapbooking. That's one page. It took a while, but look, you want it right. All right. So now I'm going to just let that dry a minute because I just did that page. Put this over here. I want to go back to my book, and I want to put this in before I lose this. So we'll find another one of my son, as I showed you, Yankee Stadium. And this is my scrapbook. I want to show you again in case you didn't see it. Now I put my baby picture here, and I have a book in little pieces, you see, and it's all in one. So it's all cut up, but yet it's in little pieces. And then it has a tag, and then I put my name. I just love this so. And then the back, there's my whole family. My brother, Mark, and I put some happy faces on there, and I put a little note. See, so I utilized putting those tags. The tags work, and I love the picture. It just looks so great on the book. So that's what you need to do is have your front, your back, your theme, label it, and then put your, pictures in your book. You have to have, all the things that you need. To say your theme. Everybody's theme is different. I had, like my first birthday, there I am. And I put little Donald Duck, and, I liked it too, Donald Duck and Mickey Mouse. And just want to show you quickly, I, put my little cards. I had these are great, were frames, and I just wrote on them. And then I put the flowers like I like. And, I have the pictures that I, selected for the next, every, year, another milestone I would put. So that's how I did it. I had one, now two, and you keep going. And I love, putting flowers. So I did a lot of flowers all over my book. And here's some more. I'm going to have to fill in some more when I find them. Like I said, I don't have everything in order as yet, but I'm getting there. And I love this. I was racing. You know, that was a great thing. That was a contest, and I was doing it right, and everybody else was cheating, but I didn't. They had to break a balloon, and I refused to break the balloon illegally. They wanted to, you know, use their nails. I did it by blowing it up like you were supposed to, and then you had to swim. So, and I still won. Playing fair. See, you still win. I have some great pictures, as it was a birthday party. And, you know, so I have happy birthday. I like that. It's like balloons and things. You know, you can use the stickers for that, like dollar stickers. They came in handy. I just love these pictures of my late dog, Princess. I had for 25 years. Oh my gosh. And I hope you can see them when I show you. These were all my dog. Look at that on the, you see my dog? Oh, she was so beautiful, a collie. I put happy faces because she made me so happy. And that was my first boyfriend you just saw. And I was 13 at the time. And it's my sweet 16. And I love these pictures. They were very colorful. They had this curtain, great curtain. And there I am with my flowers again. And I have a very bright top on at that time. You know, that was back in the 70s. You know, so oh, there. Do some more bright tops and things. And there's some boyfriends that I dated. Got that's Jay. That's Mike. And there I am on my stoop. I love this picture. See, if you have nature pictures, try to get pictures where outside. That looks great. You know, the colors of the trees and everything. And there's some, look at the paper. My father was a paper hanger. Look at that. You see the paper in the background? That in itself is like scrapbooking, you know? And look at this, a colorful shop. This was my late aunt, and she worked in a jewelry shop, and they had, you know, hats and everything too. And look at the colors there, really great colors. So these are the things you need to put in your book, the most colorful things. I even have a costume thing. This is for a wedding that I went to. And that is really a pizzazz picture. And this was for my nephew, his birthday party. And I like these. These were a professional photographer wanted me to be his model for his studio. And I never did that before, but and even here, like the lights, he put me with special lighting. I love the colors that he, you know, how he did this. And so now I'm trying to go back to where my son is. I have to go all the way. I have my wedding pictures, and I did like a theme with that, you know, all the wedding pictures together. And I put my wonderful wedding. You see, you could write right there. I don't have lines, but I've, you know, been doing script in between my pictures. So you can write with those permanent markers right on there. These are great, colorful pictures, really. I just love them. And I love this too with, this is my baby shower after I got married. This is my first year after getting married. I conceived. And my lovely little boy. Oh, there he is. There he is, little baby. It was first born. There he is, this tiny little shot is him when he was first born. And then I put some happy faces. And I have all the pictures, growing up. I've been putting in. Now I have like a little bit. I have a little more now. I'm going to put this one in from when he was a Yankee. He was 4 in that picture, and this was when he was just in school at 4. So I'm going to fit it somewhere here. I don't know exactly how I'm going to get this in now. I think I have to move one of these pictures over. I haven't seen this in all these years. My gosh. Like I said, my father had all those pictures in his room. He was enjoying looking at them, but I didn't know. I was wondering, where's all our pictures? Most of them were of me, but there were still quite a bit of my son too. I'm going to have to cut a little. This is not going to fit. So I'm going to cut off a little bit from the bottom. See, this book, it doesn't glue in. This one I have to slide in. So that's the advantage of the one that we glue in. It's a little more difficult to be sliding in. But then again, you can change this around. You got to think to yourself, if you want to, be able to change around so you can find other pictures, then this is good. And since I don't know what pictures I've got a pile. I have, a box of all these pictures, and I've got to go through. It's a huge box. So I never know what I'm finding. I really do need this slide-in book. Let's see if I have it's only 4, so I could put like maybe a little thing of bubble gum. I did like to chew this gum. I bought him sugar-free gum. It wouldn't hurt his teeth. Maybe a candy too. All right, so I thank you for watching, and I pray miraculous healing prayer for anyone who needs it. I pray for peace and strength and good health, and this is for everyone in the world, and good spirit. It doesn't matter what religion you are. I'm praying for everybody, and I just hope that everyone has all around the world. If you need this prayer, to please, you just say it to God. God heals 100%. I'm just saying a prayer. I'm not, healing you. It's God that's healing you 100%. Well, thank you. And I did put. Of course, it goes off. There it is. So I found that, and I put that in my book, and I'm so excited that I have that. So my book is shaping up. I got quite a bit done. It's like half done already. So I thank you so much, and I'll keep, looking for more and more pictures, and I'll see you tomorrow. And hopefully I get on at 5. I'm so sorry. I'm having difficulty, and there's nothing I can do at this point until we can get a computer on sale, and I need a really good, great buy. I just cannot afford, many thousands of dollars to get a good computer, and that's what it looks like I'm going to need. because the technology today has changed, it's updated, and the prices have gone up too. That's the sad part. So hopefully I win this contest. They're giving a prize of $500. So please vote for us. Help us win so we can get a better camera, so we can be on time. I don't want to fight and try to get on, and then you're missing. Well, I gave you a full hour, but you're still, you're anticipating us being there. So please help us, vote for us on every social media, Twitter, Facebook, and LinkedIn. Thank you again. You have a great night, if it's night by you, or a great morning. Take care. Tomorrow at 5, hopefully we'll make it on. Bye now.